Okay, we're finding the area of underneath this curve from that interval. That's 5 long, 6 parts, so it's 5 divided by 6. That's what the base is going to be on each one of them. So don't need to graph it now. We've kind of seen the pattern of it now. So if it starts at 1, -1, then I'm going 5/6 from that. It's -1/6. To find the midpoint of that, I just take half, which is this guy, just multiplying this by 1/2, and added it to the -1. That's how I got the -7/12. So base times height. There's my base. And my height is by plugging in the x's into here. Well, each midpoint is 5/6 apart, so that's why it's 5/6k minus the one I'm starting with, then the rest of the equation. First time I plug in 0, 0 goes here, that's gone. That's how I get the -7/12, the -7/12. Then when you plug in 1, you get 5/6 minus the 7/12, and you get the next midpoint, and then the next one, all the way up 5, and that gives you 6 equal parts. You combine those together and you get that guy. You're dividing by the y value basically, so you can't divide by 0. So when the y value is 0, you'd have an asymptote. And this part is positive, and as it gets closer to that asymptote, it's going to skyrocket up. These are all negative, and that's how it goes. Plus 3, just slide it all up. Tangent, 4 pi. There's 2 pi, another time all the way around. So the tangent is just the sine over the cosine. The sine is 0, cosine is 1, so that's 0 over 1, 0. 3 pi over 4. So that means this is square root of 2 over 2, square root of 2 over 2, but this one's negative. So anything divided by itself is 1, and one of them is negative, so it's -1. Negative, so I'm going this direction. 5 pi over 3. So sine over the cosine, so square root of 3 over 2 over 1/2. Both are positive. Simplify it, square root of 3. So just my clue from this one tells me it's going to be square root of 3 over 2. That reduces square root of 3. So I'm looking for square root of 3 over 2 over 1/2. And that reduces down, so it's 4 pi over 3. Tangent is also positive over here. Positive here and here, negative there and there. Undefined. To be undefined, it means I'm dividing by 0. So since it's sine over cosine, I need cosine to be 0. Cosine 0 here and here. And that fits inside my domain. I'm just using the law of the log, so moves him up to be an exponent. Subtraction means you're dividing inside here. So there, 5 to the 1 equals 5. So this whole thing is just 1, so that's 1. 3 to the 1 equals that garbage. Now we're just solving it. Multiply by this on each side. Get it equals 0 factor. 0 doesn't work. When you plug in 0 here, you're going to take the log of a negative. You can't take the log of a negative. It's not in the domain. The subtraction gives you the division here. Addition gives you the multiplication. And since you have log of 3 on each side, you just not take the log of 3 on each side. Simplified that. Get it equals 0 factor. Why does this one not work? Because it's a negative. I'm taking the log of a negative in there. 6 works, 6 works, 6 works. I accepted a few different things on here because all you're doing is expanding it out. So you're just using the log rules to bring it out. Where this one we condensed it together, we're spreading it out. So the 2 can go out in front. That's why you have the log. When they're multiplied together, it's an addition. 3 goes in front. Subtract. The exponent here is 1/6, so it moves out in front, but you're dividing by, so it's a subtraction. You're dividing again, so it's a subtraction again. And you could have instead put the whole thing in parentheses and subtracted the whole denominator. That would work also. But this would have to be addition then, because you're multiplying inside there. Here I just combined the ends together. Inverse. Switch the x's and y's and solve. I multiplied by the denominator. I got all my y's on one side, everything else on the other. Factored out a y, and then divided by x minus 2 on each side. And that's my inverse. Switch my x's and y's. Add the 4, divide by the 8. Rewrite it using the log rule. And then all I have to do is subtract 3. Switch the x's and y's. Rewrite it using the definition of log rule. So 4 to the x, logs are always equal to exponents. 4 to the x equals that guy. Same thing I did over here. And I go log base 2, that's a base 2. Remember, logs are always equal to the exponent, so the exponent goes over there. Then all you have to do is add to 3 and divide by 2. And the domain is from pi to 2 pi. Cosine is negative, so it's over here. And it's negative 2 over 5. I need to find the y, and I don't know the 1. I know 1. It's always 1. It's Pythagorean theorem. And it's not going to be positive, because in this quadrant, sine is only negative. So that's why I have that guy. Tangent is just the sine over the cosine. Sine over the cosine, and I simplified it. Negative divided by negative is positive. 5's cancel out. Done.